For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
Hey,
Hey,
almost surprised me. Wait a minute.
I'm like, okay, what we got going on here?
Yes, you had me nervous over there. How you doing, sir?
I'm here doing what I do when I do it.
Well, I can appreciate you coming here to do it. I appreciate you showing up for me tonight. Appreciate that. Hey, Carmel. Thank you. Welcome to a very special show tonight. Yes, let them know. Thank you for coming here for a very special show. WUBI Ubiquity Radio listeners, thank you all for coming in here. We know I just text this man, don't touch nothing. I just text him that don't touch nothing. I text him that, y'all. Don't touch nothing.
Look, I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm here. That's all.
You know, I said don't touch nothing. And he's still touching.
No, my hand's right here.
hmm And thank you to all the platforms out there that are listening to us tonight. We do appreciate all of you in all the 150 plus countries that are out there watching us and listening to us. If you're watching us or listening to us live, thank you very much. If this is a replay for you, thank you very much also. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, follow a button. We want you to do that, whether it's live or the replay. Hit it either way. And we know if you're out there and you are listening to us on or watching us on WUBI Ubiquity Radio, make sure you go back and listen again to WUBI Ubiquity Radio to all of the personalities. Uh, the music is hot now. We got every type of music that you want to indulge in. And I mean every. When we were in the other show, what were we saying? From Chris Brown to what? Cassius Clay. Now that's the see you're supposed to catch me right there. Cassius Clay too.
Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali.
See, I wanted you to be listening because I saw you looking the other way.
No, but I got it.
Thank you. Johnny Cash. We got the country. We got, and look, we got a gospel talk show in the early mornings. We have a gospel talk show on there, and I think she plays a little music and everything. Crystal Lynn. Honey, rise on up Monday through Friday and listen to WUBIU Weekly Radio and catch that show.
Hey,
Sunday,
Carmel.
I know we got some jazz playing on Sundays too, honey. That's for your soul. House music. I don't know if any of you all know about that house music. See, if I'm doing that and you're not moving, you don't know about house music. So it's okay. It's all
I'm
right.
good. I'm good.
Carmel said, woohoo, lots of hot music. Absolutely. The easy listening and the hardcore stuff, whatever it is such a large genre that they cover for any and everybody. Whether you're watching it on your browser, on your phone, or you got that free app. Okay, on your TV, wherever you can listen to WUBI Ubiquity Radio, any and everywhere, and that's not a lie. Any and everywhere you can get it. So no excuse, and you can actually be watching us right now and chatting on the browser with us. That you could.
Well, Carmel's right there on the spot. She good to go.
Yes, she is. You say, "Hey,
How
Chris."
you doing, darling? Good to see you, Carmel.
Look, he like a little smile when he get a little personal attention. Y'all go ahead and give him his little personal attention. He
Well,
like,
look, I like it. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I do. Yes,
he,
I do.
he likes that. You give Chris his little personal attention. Now I back up and let him have it because he likes that. We need the angry bear to be nice. Rawr. We need him to be nice. Now, look, Chris. So our guest coming on today, she's going to be talking about some awesome stuff. This woman, now I know I always say it, but look, these women be doing it. They do a lot. And when I see women that do a lot, I get all anxious. They do a lot and they do it well. Okay. But one of the things that she'll be talking about is with how and she inspires a lot of different people. She inspires a lot of different people. I know you love both of us, but Chris really need it, honey. He need that attention. So you can give all my attention to Chris. You can give it to him. He can have it. Give him a little extra scoop. Give him my scoop.
Just a little extra scoop, a little extra scoop.
I know my buddy. He gonna give him mine. And so with plus size, okay, and something I was thinking about when I was going through, because I like to stalk pages and all of that, and then I give thought to some things. Chris, and I'm asking because you're a male, not because you plus size, because I know how you see, I already know. I already know. Carmel, give him some more love. Give him some more love. For men, I'm asking because you're a male. Okay. Look, she said she giving you some extra little scoops. She giving you some extra little scoops. For males, for
Yes.
how do they feel when they put on some extra pounds? Is it okay? Because for women, we know automatically. Even
Okay.
we put on a
Speaking
pound.
as a member, speaking as a member of the Dunlap Club,
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you flat out. Yes, member of the Dunlap Club.
Hey, Catherine.
Belly
Okay.
button done Dunlapped over my belt buckle. Yes. Okay. See. Uh, no. I'm not real. I'm not really. It bothers me.
It does.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It bothers me.
I mean, and you're not single, you're married. Um, so
Not that we were trying to keep that a secret, but okay.
were we?
Go
I missed the memo. Hold on.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Say
ahead.
good evening or good night to your wife every night on this show. I didn't think.
Well, all right. Go ahead.
However, even within a relationship, because we get comfortable. We get comfortable. And I just wonder with men, how does that affect them? The truth about it, because you all
What do you
keep
mean affect them? Affect how does
silent
it how does
a lot.
our weight gain affect us?
Yes, because you all keep things closer to the vest than we do. We're always in the mirror and we're always like, do these jeans make me look, or what you think, baby? And
You
look
know,
at the next woman
I
and
I
compare.
think there's a right, but there's a weight gain difference between men and women. Okay,
Carmel says she thinks it's more acceptable for men than women.
I agree because see, we put on an extra 10 pounds. There's nobody really worrying about it right then and there. All right, women put on an extra 10 pounds, depending on where that 10 pounds falls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girlfriend liable to have a heart attack. Okay, liable to be like, oh man, now I got to wear this, I got to wear that. Women take a lot more, and this is a general statement. Women take a lot more. They spend a lot more time on their wardrobe. There are some outfits that fit extra tight. There's
Hmm.
some outfits that fit just right. There's some outfits that they wear overnight. You understand? And those things, if they don't fall in line, women are not happy about that. Okay. See, so no, it is what it is. It really is.
Carmel says actually an extra five and things can get crazy for some women.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like I said, for some women, there actually is no extra. Is the psychological and the pressure that society has put on us. You
Yes,
know,
yeah. I mean,
and
like you see women running to the gym. Oh my gosh, it's January 1st. What's your New Year resolution, girl? I got to get in the gym because I mean, the summer's coming.
well, and I can tell you, for me, with me having MS and everything, that with steroids. I mean, you all know I just lost a tremendous amount of weight, coming off with steroids and being sick and everything. And y'all hold on to your horses. Hold on real tight, because standing at 5'1" at one point was 360 pounds, after coming out of a wheelchair, and that was tremendous amount of weight on my frame, and then to be able to get that off. And believe it or not, I didn't even realize I was that big. I can remember being in the bathtub thinking, wow, they must have started making these things extra small. Hmm. And not understanding that no, it was my size. And then once I realized how big I was, once I lost the weight, then I thought I was extra large on everything. Like, perception is reality. And when your perception is off, it's horrible. It's horrible, that self perception of yourself. Because then once I lost it, then I thought, everything was it was just out of whack. It was totally out of whack for me. And even though I lost the weight, now I was still dressing like it was larger. Then I was very self conscious of everything. The self esteem was ruined, because I'm like, Jesus, I was that large and didn't even know it. And now what do I look like? You know what I'm saying? It was just, and so I wish back then that there were, organizations like this, groups of women like this, to come together, and even men now, because there are organizations with men. Men are far more open to and honest about liking larger women now, than they were back in the day. It was all in the closet type thing. Carmel says perception can be everything. No, it is everything. It is your reality. Can't nobody tell you nothing. If that's what your perception is, it's very hard to get around it. Carmel says, my motto is what you see is what you get. And that's how Carmel said it. I know she didn't.
Well, well,
That's how she said it.
dogs don't like bones. That's why they bury them.
you
Uh,
know but the fact of having organizations and having sisters out there to help with that self-esteem, you know what I mean, of sisters who got some extra meat, and for you to feel beautiful wherever you are on the spectrum. Shoot, I think is beautiful, because it ain't like I'm small, small. I don't want to be small, small. I don't want to be 5'1". In that chart they say, oh, you should be 120. You're crazy. I would look like a crackhead, and that's just my opinion. I would not look healthy, if that was what my weight was. I would not look healthy.
Moni, I'm hearing an echo in my headset.
We don't hear it.
Okay, because I'm hearing it.
Yeah, we don't hear it. I'm looking at my phone because DJ Balo's downstairs, and he would be tap, tap, tap dancing on my head if he heard it. But no, we don't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's your perception. It's your perception. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I wish that there were organizations like this back then for me and for other women, and for the men, so that you all, hey, Carol. Hey, Carol, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here, Carol. And so the men too could get them straight, because when our self esteem is on point, y'all can't play no games with us. True or false, Chris?
Well, no, we can't play no games with you anyway. But yeah, okay.
Well, true and a little bit false. True and a little bit of false. You know, there are men who try and prey on women who have lower self esteem or who they think certain demographics have lower self esteem. And when they show that, no, I'm happy with all of this. Let me let you know, top to bottom, side to side. Even if I'm working on it, I'm happy with where it is right now. So don't even try it. Don't even
Yeah,
try.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
That's the part that I think is very important. That even if you're working on it, you let them know. Don't even come here trying to mess with the mind and everything. So,
No, no, you can't mess with the mind because you see, behind that, you're actually right. A lot of the weight issues, I've talked to a lot of women, and it's like a self-esteem thing.
hmm
They get into a bubble, and that's where they stay. And a lot of folks out here decide, okay, since your self-esteem is so low, let me mess with you.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. See, and then when sister gets back on her A game, then they say, well, she getting new. No, it wasn't that she's getting new. She had a bump in the road, and you caught her in that bump.
You acting brand new. That's what I say.
No, right, right. See, that's all it is.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Yes, I'll be brand new. Yes, that's
I'll be
fine.
brand new right up until I get up out this little dip I'm in right now.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
again, that's why I say I absolutely love that their organization's doing this, because the mind, the self-esteem, the self-love, that's what it is. The self-love is just what's needed. Carmel said, make love to the mind before the behind. Let me see where your head is at. Go ahead, Carmel.
There you go. There you go. That is it. That is it.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference in how so many other things in your life kind of go and how they flow together with that. So I absolutely agree. So I really hope, that's why I'm so excited about her coming on here, because she does a lot of other stuff. She does a lot of other things, and I can't wait for her to come over because I got her link tree up over here, ready to click on things and everything. And I can see her down there, and she's getting herself ready because we got just a few minutes before she comes on. I'm all excited. But I do want to just make. I wanted to hear a little bit about the male role of it, because we're empowering women, but we got our men too. And I know that men get older and they get the belly. They get the belly, and sometimes they out here and they
You pushing that. They getting the belly a little too much.
what
One time, get the belly would have been good. Okay, they get the belly. They get the belly. Really?
I like the belly. I like the belly.
Yeah.
Well, but that's usually the area. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And
no. I'll tell you flat out. For me, that is the area.
and I'm used to, when I was growing up, we'd be at
Right.
the beach, at Gary, and we'd be at the beach, and men, they just take their shirt off and they just hanging on out there. You know what I mean? Where women are trying to find a suit and the cover up and everything, and men just, there it is. And so it doesn't mean that they still don't have an issue about it. It just means there it is. And so I just always, wonder, is that something that within a relationship that starts to bother, or just, to hell with it. It is what it is. Is it
Well, this
something
summer you will not see me on the beach. You will
you said?
not see me on the. You will not see me on the beach this year. Okay. So for all y'all who are waiting to see me on the beach, all y'all who went out and got harpoons, all
Oh,
right. Okay, no, we not doing it this year.
echoing. So,
Yeah, see somebody else told me it was echoing.
yeah, I don't hear it on my end, but okay, let me
I
make.
hear it in my headset.
Okay, talk again. Well, I don't hear you at all now. No, I don't hear you at all. Did you hit your mute button on your headset? No, can't hear a word out of you. Nothing. Wait, go ahead. Mm-mm. I'm going to take you out and then come right back in. All right, guys, while he's doing that, yeah, I know, right? That's about the only way that we can get him silent without me muting him right there. We're going to welcome our guest in a moment here. As soon as I see her come back in to the green room, then I will get her back in here with us. Let's see, can we hear Chris now? No, can't hear him at all still. So I don't know where his echo went to something else there. But the key thing that I wanted to definitely bring mention to is that self love. The self love, and now in today's world, we're so up on the self care. The self care. And that's something that so many places are offering. So many people are trying to get into. You know, we have our girl trips. We have our just our self care for it's okay to get away. It's okay not to be okay and to take time for yourself. All of those things. All those things are just fine to do and not even have any type of apology for it. No need. That's right, Carmel. Self love is so important. And whatever it looks like to a person, it's absolutely important. So, Mish, if you are ready to come in, you let me know. You come back on in the green room and bring yourself back in there, and I will bring you ready to come on in, sis. Unmute yourself there. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and you? How y'all doing tonight?
I'm just fine. Chris is out of the picture there. He's muted on up there. So we'll just ignore him for right now. Yeah, wow, wow. You want me, is it Mish? Do you want me to call you Mish?
Yeah, Misha's fine.
Okay. So like I said, I've been stalking through your stuff up there and everything. And I'm going to pull Chris back out and then I'm going to let him bring himself back in again and maybe he can have some sound when he comes back in. So please introduce yourself to everyone and tell them who you are and what you do and what you're about right quick.
All right. So my name is Mish Monroe, and I am from Miami, Florida, born and raised. And I am a motivational speaker as well as a mindset coach. And I specifically cater to plus size women, African American, minority women. And everything that I do is about empowerment, is about sisterhood, it's about networking, building relationships with people, confidence building, and then professional and personal growth.
Yeah. Now, when I was looking through, let me see if we can get some sound on Chris. Can we hear you, Chris?
Can you hear me?
Woo, there he is. There he is. All right.
Hi, Mish.
Hey,
How
how
you
you
doing,
doing?
Mish? All
I'm doing
right.
good.
All right, take your mic away from your mouth a little bit. You're a little loud on us right there. Misha's going over and telling us about herself. Now, I was searching through your page. Now, this right here is just impressive. Mentored over 200 women in nearly 25 different states. That is impressive. At least it's impressive to me. I don't know about y'all out there, but it's impressive to me. I
I
really
liked it when I saw it. It was like, okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now you have, it is, let me go back on here on my mention. You have the Mesh Dollhouse, right?
Yes, we went in and out, but I heard some of what you said.
Yeah, you have the Mesh Dollhouse.
Yes.
And that's a mentoring coaching program for women of color and also serves an empowerment accountability group for plus size women. Now, I was all up into that. I'm going to let you know. I was all up into that. Go ahead and talk a little bit about that. I'm going to bring up the website for them to see while you're talking about it.
Okay. So when I initially started Mesh Dollhouse, which I'm going on my 6-year anniversary, when I initially started Mesh Dollhouse, I was a model and influencer myself. So when I started Mesh Dollhouse, I actually started as a model management company where I was modeling and I was managing other models, plus size women. as I continue to grow and to develop, learn new things about myself, because I was on my own self-love journey. As I started developing more, I realized that I was no longer just empowering women or just like talking to them and empowering them. I was actually giving them strategies that I had used or created along my journey, and I was now passing these strategies down. So it went from me doing model management to now actually coaching women and giving them strategies and tools that they needed in order to develop, whether it was personally or professionally. Once I realized that's what was happening, and that change was being created because I was changing within myself. My language was different from the way I was speaking. Then I went ahead and got my certification as far as life coaching, and I started aligning my personal life as well as my professional life with mentorship and coaching. And Mesh Dollhouse became officially a coaching program, a mentorship program for plus size women, and served as an accountability group. So the difference between my program and most programs is that it's a 360 program. So when a woman joins my company, she's not joining and only getting me as a coach or a mentor. She's getting a network of women. So she's joining an actual group of women where they're now her accountability partner. She's getting an accountability coach, a mentor, and I have a full team. And these women who are part of my team are women who I've coached and mentored anywhere between 3 to 6 years.
Okay. And so let's see. You have actually a coaching program that you do, correct? This one right here. Is this it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is this the program that you were seeing the coaches that you've actually worked with or taken through your program, the Dollhouse Academy?
Yeah. So the way my program is, it's an annual program. Because of my own experiences personally, going through domestic violence, being a 10-year survivor of domestic violence, going through other traumatic experiences, I know that change does not happen overnight, and I also know that people, a lot of times, especially me being a DV advocate, revert back to what we know. So change doesn't happen overnight. So I don't work with women for a month, 2 months, 3 months. I work with women for a minimum of a year time span. Because my program is set up that way, my relationship with the women who I work with is very different. It's not the typical mentor mentee relationship. It's a relationship where I know not only them, but I know their kids, I know their family, I know their friends, I know people who they're around. Because it gets to that point there that we talking enough. I coach on a weekly basis, so I know these women. It's not just we meet on Zoom and that's it. I actually know these women. I'm around them and their families. And because I'm with them for a minimum of a year time span, my company is really about longevity, the investment of yourself, your growth, your self-love journey, and where you are. So a lot of the women who join my company, again, my longest standing member is 6 years. She's been with me since I started my company. So I have members that have been with me since the very beginning, and anybody who's with me has been with me for a minimum of a year.
Now, when you go through your Facebook page, you got to be ready.
Don't I
Okay.
just say don't do that.
You got to be ready. That hashtag, I said what I said. Okay. Because it deals with the truth. You,
Look, I have to give people a disclaimer when they come on my Facebook page.
oh, hold on. Hold on.
For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
We always
Oh, there we
Ladies,
go.
wait, ladies and gentlemen, we have just turned the corner. We are now at the adult hour.
here we go. Sis, listen, all you have, wait, all you have,
All you have is all you need.
fuck that comfort zone. Just,
Well,
I said what I said. So, see, I know she put the asterisk, but y'all know Moni. Y'all know the disclaimers for Moni. Okay.
well,
She,
first of all, Moni is certified worldwide in how to read asterisks. See, so y'all can put them up there any way you want to in any language. She gonna come up with this is what they said, and they said what they said. See,
usually I said what I said. There it is. I don't and don't get it wrong now. She's inspiring, whatever, but sometimes stuff just got to be said the way it's said. You understand that? Y'all understand that I am the
Yeah.
game. That's it. That's the post. Said what I said. And all of the pictures that are going through and everything, and so it's she on there saying something, honey, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably need to go on there and listen
No,
because
no, no, no. They don't need to listen. They're not ready for it. They're not. They're
Listen,
not.
you
They're
got to
not.
be ready, okay? Now I
Right,
can't
right.
say that. You got to be
You
ready.
cannot turn. You cannot turn that corner and not be ready because it's gonna come at you, and it's gonna come at you hard, very hard.
for the folks in the back, if you don't invest in your personal development, you weird as fuck. There, I said it. I said it. Uh-huh. I
I
said
said what I said.
Y'all make me sound so terrible.
Look,
oh,
look. All we doing is doing the Black Volks version of Dr. Seuss. That's
oh
all we doing. We just reading what's on the page.
no
That's
ma'am,
all.
no ma'am, no ma'am, oh no,
Uh-uh.
you
No,
must
you,
no Moni, no ma'am. See, you saw me at the summit. Were you at the summit, right?
Yeah,
yeah, she was at the summit.
yeah.
Working, this, that, and the other. Yes, ma'am, and that is me. But let me tell you how many times Pat had calls with me, and she's like, Moni, you're gonna be working with somebody from the church. I'm gonna need you to watch your mouth. And I said, Pat, let me tell you one damn thing. They cuss too, okay? And by the end of
Trying
the
to tell
summit,
you,
with me, this God
good.
search everywhere. He know my
God know
heart,
my heart.
and he know that I'll be faking if I just say darn. Okay, he
Mm-hmm.
know what I want to say. He know what it is, but I'm gonna go light in the beginning. But people know, yes. So
Oh, we don't turn the corner. We don't turn the
Carmel,
corner.
that's great. That gives one the opportunity to really get to know you, your company, and your strategies. Yes, and I'm behind. She laughing her butt off. Carmel, Carmel, Carmel.
And I could just see her too. She on the floor
Yes,
because but
yeah,
this is understand something. This is Carmel.
yeah, yeah.
This is Carmel. So all you doing is putting into writing what I know. I know in my heart that sister believes.
Absolutely. And the same here because when you're trying to reach a certain demographic, sometimes you can't go with what's pretty and what sound neat and packaged because what has happened in the past ain't neat and packaged and pretty. And so
Right.
they can't, you know what I'm saying? And so I get you because that's how I function and that's how I deal. And so I no, ain't nobody here ever gonna make you look bad, sis. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. No, ma'am, not here. That's not what we do. We have a good time and I said what I said, and that's what it is. And I want to bring it out because we have different types of life coaches, and people need certain types of life coaches, okay? And your flavor ain't gonna be for everybody, nor should it be. And that's why we want to show what your flavor is, because for somebody that just resonated. She said somebody just
Yeah.
sat up.
As they
Somebody
as
just
they as they say, I be on a roll.
okay. You just got somebody attention, okay? Where somebody else would be like, whatever. You just got somebody's attention with that because you were able to get through by saying that. So, no, ma'am, we're not here to do that. We're here to let somebody know that you in the building for them. That's what we're doing.
I
Please,
appreciate
Basically,
y'all.
basically, you put a little hot sauce on it, and they wasn't ready for it. That's all. See, they wasn't ready for the hot sauce.
I
They
just didn't
wasn't ready for the real.
ready. They wasn't ready. They
Mm-mm.
were sitting there thinking this was getting ready. No, baby. Let me let
Now,
you know. I did my research. I knew what I was getting ready to put up here. This is
mm,
coming for some of you all, and understand it's coming out of love. This sister ain't got no malice and nothing. That's all that she was doing up
mm-mm,
there.
mm-mm.
Nothing. Absolutely. With love that she been out here. Y'all saw what I put up here in the beginning. Let me go back. Let me go back again. Where is
Uh-oh.
that? My notes.
Uh-oh.
Let me go back.
The views of this program.
No, 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 no. Did you see this? Mentored over 200 plus women in nearly 25 states. Okay. So she ain't playing. She ain't playing. That's
Yo,
not,
see, the part that gets me is that nearly 25. Like she's at the 24th state. Okay. She's
Yeah.
not across
I'm
the
rounding
border.
I'm rounding the corner.
That's it. That's it.
yes. The truth is not always cute and shiny. Exactly. And some people you have to handle in certain ways. And like I said, that's why we have different types of life coaches. Understand this, like different types of cereals. Okay. And they all out there selling. They all out there selling. So no, ma'am, we don't come here to make nobody, everybody leave here looking good, honey. Everybody leave here.
But you done made one of our moderators stand up and ask that question.
Oh,
She said, "Meech, do you ever reach a saturation point regarding the number of women you can coach?"
So I'm currently, I got feedback.
and actually, he just said he couldn't hear you.
Somebody's doing something. My
Y'all
mic
can
is
hear
going
me
on
now?
top of my head.
I said, I had an echo. Okay, that's better.
Go ahead and keep talking. Let's see.
Okay. So I do come to a point in regards to how many women I can coach. However, because the way my program is set up, y'all can hear because I hear myself.
We can hear you. It's not catching you on the radio. Go ahead, talk again.
Yeah. So I was saying that with my coaching.
Okay, he's coming up to fix it for me. Go ahead. You can go right ahead.
So I was saying, you want me to wait?
Oh, no. Just keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay.
Because it's still
So I was
recording
saying,
there.
as far as with my coaching, is that I have a very different setup and a different program, and I did corporate coaching, for almost 3 years. So between the two, I learned to kind of navigate between what life coaching seems to be to some people, and then like with real life strategies, real life examples, and then also from a teacher perspective because of the fact that I worked in corporate. So the way that my program is set up is almost more so of an organization because I have a management team. I have women that I have coached who are now basically in a position where they're pouring back into other women. So I'm not coaching by myself. So because of the fact that I'm not coaching by myself and I have a team, it allows me to accept more women to come into my company. So currently, right now, under my leadership, I have 30 women. 6 that are on my mentor, 6 that are on my management team, and 24 that are mentees.
That was a very good question and very good answer as far as the growth that you were able to see and then be able to, I guess, deal with effectively to make sure that your stuff didn't get watered down within the system, that you could still help, and especially for it to remain the same type of coaching that you wanted it to be. Which is important because when we start to grow as a business, we start to think, well, dog, I don't want it to change. You still want it to be the program that you offered the very first person when you were one-on-one to be the same type of, the 300 person or something.
Growth is necessary.
Yeah.
And I've learned that I'm going into my 6th year of business. And I've learned that in these 6 years because I had to pivot. And a lot of people are trying to figure out how is it that I've been able to sustain having an accountability group or having some form of a mentorship program with women. How have I been able to sustain this long? And it's because I have continually pivot. Every year I do an assessment on my business. I ask the women who are in my company, who leave out of my company, what was their likes, their dislikes, what can I do to change? I ask these questions because we can't always take it from our own perspective that we have all the answers. And if they the one in the program and paying to be in the program, they gonna tell me the honest truth. So by me being able to be authentic myself with them and be honest and very straightforward with them, they give it right back to me, which is why I'm able to pivot every year, make different changes, and continually grow my program. And so it is so crazy. And I can show y'all, just like I do it, I bring it up to other people. What I'm doing now is exactly what I started doing 6 years ago. Me doing weekly coaching calls, me checking in, like my same structure, except I didn't have a group of women as far as mentors and coaches to help me. I didn't have my management team yet. I was doing it all by myself 6 years ago. Once I started to develop more and more and I was able to bring on coaches, mentors, and women who I had mentored that now was in a position to serve, and show back, what it was that they had learned and want to teach back to somebody else, I basically, all I did was redefine what I was doing every year and fine tuning it every year and making it better and better and better. And what I was charging $25 for 6 years ago, y'all hear me? I was charging $25 to coach women for a whole year. And they was getting weekly classes, the same exact thing that I'm doing now. But now it's just it's fine tuned and it's like an autopilot compared to what it was 6 years ago. And all I did was just keep making it better and better.
Well, and let's talk about the important part of that. You not only ask for the questions for improvement, you saw it through and made the changes. Because plenty of people ask the questions and ask for surveys and, oh, what you think, we should do, and never change a thing. They get their feelings hurt, their pride hurt because it's their business and, oh, it's my baby and she don't know what she talking about. And
That's it.
listen to them, what they know, and this, that, and the other, and never make those changes. So it has to be a congratulations or, an acknowledgement that you also then took that information and did something with it. So let's not gloss over that, because a lot of companies, big and small, ask for the information and don't do a darn thing.
Don't do anything with it.
Right. Right.
Nothing.
And that's true.
So I think so. And then you have right here 10 core commandments. You have that in there too. Your 10 core commandments. I mean, of course, you say 6 years and then taking this advice and whatever and building things up. I mean, because I look through there and there's so many different things that I'm sure developed along the line. You didn't happen day one.
Right.
Chris, talk to her about that right quick. I'm going to go put me on mute so he can come around here and make an adjustment for me.
Not a problem. I applaud you for not only the 10 core commitments, but the willingness to share those commitments. A lot of people, we get in that crab in the barrel thing where, okay, I got to figure it out. I'm just going to keep it for myself. It's like
Right.
the secret chicken recipe or something. And the thing is that you've already trained one or two people and you've had them on your radar, on your set, in your company for 6 years. You have companies out here can't keep somebody for 6 months. All right. You've got and had somebody there for 6 years. Somebody committed to the program, somebody willing to stand with you in the program, and then work through it with you. They've learned the process from you. And here's something that's going to get you now. They trust the process.
Yeah.
So they're willing to teach the process.
There we
All
go.
right. Like Carmel says, commitment is the key. All right. That is where you're going. And when you have people who you are trusting to be accountable.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. That I put my recipe out here and I'm trusting you to follow my recipe without you putting your extra garlic in it or your extra barbecue sauce. Trust my recipe and how I'm doing it.
So
And that's what I like about the program.
So now, when we talk about mindset, because when we talk about commitment and all these different things, and I know one of the things you had was mindset over everything. So now, for you, explain what that means. Mindset over everything.
So the reason why I say mindset over everything, because like I said, 6 years ago when I had initially started Mesh Dollhouse, I was a model and an influencer myself. So I was coaching and training a lot of women who were coming into the modeling industry and getting their feet wet. What ended up happening and how I started gearing towards the actual coaching and why I was now teaching women different strategies was because I seen a lot of pretty faces. But when I started talking to women, what I seen on the outside was definitely not what I was getting once I started having these conversations. And because I have a very different perspective on how I look at certain things, when I start asking different questions that make them go, Now it wasn't about what was on the outside. Now I was breaking down different things that they hadn't even addressed for years, that they was trying to cover up with makeup, or that they was trying to cover up by going in a fashion show. And so it got to the point where I no longer wanted to talk to just the model. I needed to talk to the woman. I needed to talk to every woman who didn't know what she was trying to go at and just needed some guidance, or she just needed somebody to push. Because a lot of times we got it in us already. We just don't know how to activate it. You just need somebody to kind of be right behind you to be like, let's go, girl. And so I wanted to kind of become that person within the plus size community. And so being able to do that, I started creating the 10 commitments as far as just things that you need for yourself. Even if it's not Mesh Dollhouse, you still need to show up. You still need to go and get in the room and go to events. You still need to go, like, you still need to do it, because how do you expect to grow? And so as I started learning, like I said, more about myself on my own journey, as I'm reading more books, as I'm getting in more rooms, it was like, you know what? This ain't really about the pictures. It ain't really about how good you look when you get on Instagram. It's really about your mindset. If your, excuse my language, but if your mindset is fucked up, there's no way that you're going to be the best model, best entrepreneur, best mother, best wife, best anything, if what's going on the inside is not actually addressed. So once I kind of realized that women were kind of just masking, and I knew what masking looked like because I had been doing it when I was going through domestic violence. So I knew exactly what it looked like. And maybe that's why I'm so great at what I do, because it's so many women that do come to me masked. They try to cover it up, and I can call them out like a book. God gives me discernment, and I can call them out like a book. And once we able to break those layers, that's when they actually start growing. So it's mindset. It starts with the mindset.
And so now within your programs, you talked about the accountability. Um, you said is your best friend. That's the way you stated. Accountability is your best friend. Now, I hear about accountability all the time. And we see it in a lot of catchphrases for, do your accountability book, or get your accountability partner, and different things. Now, when I looked on your site, because like I said, I looked at videos, and I looked at a lot of your, I don't know if you're using Zoom, but your every Tuesday and different things like that. How do you help them? I guess I know, but explain to people how you help them start and then take off with accountability becoming their best friend.
So it's very, I like to say it's very simple. People be like, it ain't that simple. It's very simple to me. So my thing is, accountability is your best friend, not me. That's what I say. That's the first thing I tell them. Accountability is your best friend, not me. Which means don't come here looking for the hand me outs and the okay girl, it's gonna be all right. And don't come. I'm not. Accountability is your best friend, because if you can learn to be accountable, if you can learn to hold yourself to when you don't do what you said you was gonna do, and see, that's all I'm doing. If you tell me you're gonna do something, I'm holding you to it. That's it's just that simple. If you say, I want to start this business, or I thought about doing this, my next question is, so what we doing next? What's the next, what's the next play? Let's start putting a strategy together. So my dogs already know. Don't even open your mouth and tell me that you got an idea, because I'm gonna be the first one that's gonna say, okay, what we doing next then? How we finna get ready to do this? Because I'm just not in the business of saying things just to say them. Let's put some action behind these words, and let's go do what it is we say we gonna do, because talking in 2023 is not enough no more. Like, we've been talking for a long time. It's time for us to put some action behind the words. And now, if you didn't have accountability before, now you're gonna learn to hold yourself accountable, because and the reason why they hold themselves accountable in my program is because they know if I speak it, I got to hold myself to it and get it done, because she gonna hold me to it to get it done. It's like I'm like the little angel in the back of their head.
I'm sure they don't be feeling like you the angel right then.
Well, I was just thinking that same thing. Like, not quite the angel. No, not quite the angel.
At the
I'm an
moment,
angel.
yes, I know. At the moment, they probably know, oh my God. Later on, it's like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I get it. I totally get it. Now, when I was looking, let me go back over here to my notes, because there were some things I wanted you to also explain. The, where is it? The Legacy 7. Tell the
My
people
first.
about, yes.
So that was my first billboard. So what happened was, like I said, when I initially started, I started off in modeling and being an influencer. So I had a lot of different connections as far as magazines, photographers, things of that nature. And I had a chapter in Panama City, and the photographer up there was interested in showcasing his work on a billboard, but he needed models to shoot. So he wanted to collab with Mesh Dollhouse, and he asked if my ladies that were in Panama City, if they would be interested. So basically, we did a collaboration, and we did the billboard. When we did it, it was just doing it. It wasn't because we thought something of it. It was just, okay, it sounds like it's gonna be fun. Let's do it. Let's go. The 7 ladies did the billboard, and when they did it, the response that we got, it was so heavy. It was like so many women was like, I never seen somebody that looked like me up on a billboard. I never seen plus size women look this way on a billboard. And so the response that we got is what made me create the movement and actually continue with the billboard. And then I started it as an actual independent movement, and doing a billboard every year from that point on, where I honor women who are plus size, and I teach them about sisterhood. It's just in a shorter time frame, and they grace a billboard here in Miami.
Look, I know how I would feel if I looked up and saw myself on a billboard. Okay, not and I'm watching Chris because he'd be like, they got wanted billboards all over the place, so I got to watch him.
See. I wasn't even gonna say that.
Sure,
I was gonna say that is a good idea, and maybe I'd like to do that here.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm looking through the pictures because I know that I saw it in here, the actual one with the billboard. I'm trying to look at the same time and talk right quick.
Well, I'll help you because I used to shoot the BBW fashion show
Well, we're not talking
in
about
New
that.
York.
No, we're not
So
talking about that.
that would be a good idea. That billboard, the thing that you're talking about,
No, I'm
would
not
be
talking
something great to bring
talking
here.
about that. I'm talking about her billboard. I'm talking about showing her billboard, her actual billboard.
That's what I'm saying. Bring it here.
There we go.
Oh, you talking about the picture of her actual billboard?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
What are you? Yes.
I'm talking about doing the same thing, just making a billboard here. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see. There we go. There's one of them right there. I know I would feel fantastic driving down the street and looking up, and it's me. And that's your majestic 14.
Yeah, that's my 2022 billboard class.
Yes, because you've gone on, of course, and done many, many more things and whatnot. The other thing that you're doing is your mastermind tour.
Yes, ma'am.
I told y'all. I've been over here because she signed in a little early, and I was over here looking rough. I did not look like this when you signed in early. I was trying to get everything in the computer that you were doing, and it's a lot. But your mastermind tour, tell the people about that, because when I initially read about it, you were doing it. My door is just opening with no one there.
And you still sitting there? Yeah. Well, I've been gone.
I'm Creole, darling. I'm fine. When you initially started it, they would come to you there in Florida, and then you said you then start changing it, and you like, you know what? All this time, you're going to start going and bringing it to them and traveling with your tour, and that's where you are now, where you travel with your mindset tour, correct?
So, no, what I was doing initially, I would have an annual event here in Miami once a year, which was my celebration for my annual event for my company. And then I was do the reveal for the billboard. And I was doing that once a year. And so my audience and my guests was coming to me in Miami.
Okay.
Last year, this time last year, I had got fired from my job. So I was doing corporate. Like I said, I was a trainer corporate, and I had got fired from my job. And that's when I made a decision on not going back into corporate and taking my dreams on full time. And when I did that, that's when the door opened for motivational speaking. And rapidly, right soon as I got fired, literally, I was booked and busy from that point on. And so I started sharing my story and being more open about it on social media, and started sharing my story more. And that's how the motivational speaking started picking up. And then I created the mastermind tour with myself and a young lady named Streetport. So when I did the mastermind tour, that's what made me say, I'm going outside. I'm not doing it in Miami. I'm not doing it where they got to come to me. I'm gonna go to where my people at. And so I started traveling and actually speaking, because I knew people love to hear me on social media. And, I talk shit all day long on social media. So it was like, I need to go outside and be in their face. I need to be able to love on them in person for real. So I started making sure that when we started planning for the tour, that it was in different states.
Got it, got it, got it. And then something that we were talking about earlier before you came on with the self-care. The self-care isn't selfish, is one of the things you say. So
Yeah.
tell the people what you mean by that. Self-care isn't selfish.
So even with where I'm at in my current like life, as far as what all these different things, like how you hear, I got the motivational speaking, I got coaching, I have the billboard, I have so many different things going on, and I'm human. I get stretched, and God is continually stretching me and pulling my capacity and just giving me more. But we have to take care of ourselves, and sometimes us as women and not just motivational speakers, but women, entrepreneurs, wives, mothers, we're all these different roles, and sometimes we forget about self. We get lost in all of it, because we have to be this to everybody else. And so I'm just trying to be more intentional when it comes to my self-care, and knowing that it's not selfish. And I repeat that to myself and to other people, because if you don't take care of yourself, just the truth of the matter is, you're not gonna be no good for nobody. You ain't gonna be no good coach, no good mentor, no good wife, no good mother. You're not gonna be right. So unless you keep self, in the midst of everything, and making sure that you always taking care of you and pouring into you, if not, that cup gonna run dry.
So how do you put self-care into is it daily? Is it like quarterly? How do you do self-care for you and all that you have to do?
So my self-care now is changing up. And I actually was just talking to my husband about this, but my self-care is changing up to the point where I have to do a self assessment every week. Back say 6 months ago to a year, I was doing my self assessments maybe every 90 days. But life changing every day for me. I'm doing more things, I'm traveling more. So I have to assess where I'm at currently in life on a weekly basis, so that I can continue to make sure that I'm pouring into myself. And because I work so much, as far as with women in general, you don't know how many women just hit me up on a random day, and just, what I'm saying, because they're inspired by the work that I do, or whatever it is. And so I'm taking in a lot of different energies. And so I have to be very mindful of that. And so I kind of make sure that I have a part of my self-care is like a deplug moment, where I have to release from everything, including social media, everyone, to make sure that I don't allow my cup to go empty.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. And I'm saying that's powerful in the fact of that how you had to switch it up from quarterly to weekly because of the amount of growth and the amount of people that you come in contact with and everything. That that's smart. That's very smart. I'm taking that in. That's a little nugget for me. Thank you, a little platinum nugget for me. That you got to switch it up from time to time. Now, do you mind? I mean, it's on your page, so it's obviously public. Do you mind me sharing this picture from off your Instagram page? One that has the mugshot on it.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Let me go over here because I find it because I'm from the hood. I'm gonna say that first, but I love the when people I call it getting it out the mud and people you can go onto this is her Instagram page, you can go on there and you can actually read the story as to how from the mugshot and moving forward and hear all of that, but the courage to go ahead and do that because one of my mentors says he's like your testimony is somebody else's breakthrough,
Yeah,
you know. So don't ever be afraid to talk about your past and your past mistakes and your past, whatever it might have been, troubles and woes, because for somebody else, it's their breakthrough to give them courage to stand up straight and raise their head up, again.
most
So,
definitely.
so yeah, when I saw it, I was like, wait, I know that looked like, because I just kind of browsed for it and then it made me go and look. I'm like, oh, it is. And so people need to see that everybody ain't start from a luxury whatever, that some people are just like you. And when I say you, I'm talking to other people. Some people are just like you, that they done had a number right here, they done had to look forward and look to the side also,
Right.
and still can come forth. So you still got time, you still can do something. There's still
Right.
hope. There's still hope. So, because here it is right here in front of you, because she ain't make that up. You ain't make that book shut up, did you?
Sure didn't.
Okay.
I
Because that
hate that I even have to see it sometimes. I'd be like, ugh. It took a long time to get to the point of where I did post it on social media.
hmm but for people to be able to see that and recognize that there is still a tomorrow, there
Right.
is still hope, there is still rebound, there is still bounce back. Yes. So I wanted to share that. I mean, I know it was public, but I still wanted to your permission to put it up here and talk about it for a quick second. So thank you for that, because I wanted
You're
people to
welcome.
definitely be able to. So, is there anything else you want to share with the people?
No, I just some of what I was saying even before I had got on here is just about chasing your dreams and your goals. I know a lot of times we fluently and so easily we say like I'm chasing my dreams, I want my goals, I want this is what I'm gonna do. But then when opportunity strikes or when God presents the opportunity, sometimes we drop the ball or we don't simply know what to do with the opportunity once our capacity has been granted to have it. But just going after your dreams and goals and believing in yourself, not giving up, and everything is not going to be what it seems to be. Social media makes entrepreneurship look so easy, but it's not. But if you really want it, you're gonna figure out a way. You're gonna create different strategies. You're gonna figure out a way to get through the storm. And that's the only difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not. They just decided not to give up, and they got through the storm. And so I just push anybody and encourage anybody to just keep going. Don't give up, because you don't know when that storm was going to end. And you may have just given up right before you was going to make it to daylight or sunlight.
Very true. Very true. Do you feel empowered?
I sure do. Every day.
She's I sure do. And I hope that you feel like you've empowered somebody through being on the show today. Because I feel like you came on, you woke some people up. You tapped some people on the shoulder today, honey. I definitely believe that for sure. And I
Thank
want you to
you.
know I'm so appreciative of having you on here. Now, before we release you to leave from off the show, hold on, let me get my other thing set to go on here. See, stop sharing. Share the screen. I like to play my motivational thing here before I have anybody leave off.
Okay.
You let me know when you find it.
Yeah, right.
You always have it up. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay.
You do what you love, it's not work. You have to love what you do and do it for the right reasons versus doing it for the money. When you do it for the money, then the business doesn't last. But when you do it because you love it, you pour your all into it, by default you win, and then you'll never have to worry about it.
So I love that one. And I always, I'm going to change it, but you know what? It says that I really love that message. I love that message. And
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Because
Because
it's
I can
the
just barely hear you.
that's that dynamic Mike, and that's Stephanie from Get Bodied by Stephanie, one of our sponsors right there. And it's key. I've always thought that way. Yeah, we want to make money because we got to pay bills. But if you concentrate on what you love, the money is going to come. And it's going to come abundantly. It will come abundantly. And I say it every time. And I just love playing it before our guests get off the air with us. I love playing that little bit of motivation because you can see the love and passion within every guest that we have. Every guest that we have, you can see the passion. And I don't look at nobody, I don't count nobody's coins, but I sure do dive into y'all passion. That I do. And so we appreciate you coming on the air with us today, Mish. I'll send you a copy of this when the show wraps, because we'll still go on after we release you, and I'll send you a copy of it. I did not kick her off. I don't know how.
Ooh,
I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch.
ooh.
I didn't touch anything. Misha, I did not touch anything. I think that she frozen. I think she frozen.
No, she's not frozen. She's that gone.
I mean, she
I
was
don't even.
frozen for a minute. I think she was frozen for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have.
Hmm.
Yes. Like I'm gonna bring. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, I did not kick her off. I think she was frozen.
Right. I don't. When you play this back, you gonna hear me saying, "Ooh."
I said, I didn't. I didn't touch anything. I did not kick her. So no, I was saying that I appreciate you being on the show today, and that when we're
Thank
done
you.
with the show, I'll send you a copy of everything so that you'll have it and you can post it wherever you want to. Because I do see that you post some on your website, wherever you want to do, you'll have a full copy of the show to share. Thank
Okay.
you so much. You have a
Thank you.
great evening.
Oh,
You
I
too.
enjoyed immensely. I enjoyed your truth. I enjoyed your journey, and I will be following it. So I
Appreciate
said
it. Thank
following.
you.
I didn't say stalking. I said following.
Look,
I
I'll
will
be
be
on.
following.
I will be getting on the West Coast. Towards the end of the year, because everything we've been doing on the for the tour has been on the East Coast, but we do plan to come on the West Coast in the later part of the year. So we'll be there.
Oh, that's gonna be
So enough.
wonderful.
Keep
Yeah, I'd
y'all
love to
posted.
be there.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much. All right. You have a
All
great
right.
night.
You too.
Stay
Thank
blessed.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yes. Absolutely, Carmel. Great guest. Great guest. Yes, indeed. And I told Chris before, I said, you're going to enjoy her. And usually the ones that I tell he going to enjoy. Yeah, he do. He,
Okay.
okay.
What are you
He
gonna
don't
say?
like
Okay.
it, right? He don't like it. He can't take it that often. But yeah. So did you enjoy? Did you enjoy our guest tonight?
I did.
Okay. Yes, very good. Great message. And I'm saying she does so much. And you know I love the ones that get it out the mud. Oh,
You
and I
like the ones that get it in the mud, bring it back out the mud, and then put it back in the mud again.
ah,
Yeah, see.
ah, yes, and I get to read them sayings, honey. When I went on that page, I was like, yes, she is my people.
Oh, look, I knew you between you and Carmel, this show was gonna be like both of y'all are like lit. Like, okay, yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh.
She is my people. She is of the tribe. Of the
Mm-hmm,
tribe.
mm-hmm.
I do mean that, but I understand. And I'm just thoroughly impressed.
She's of that tribe of I'm gonna bless you. Now, whether I bless you out or whether I just straight bless you, you will get what I need, what I need for you to know.
Right, right. And look, it's working. It's obviously working for
Oh
some women.
yeah, oh yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And again, like the women that come on here are so humble. That's why when they talk about or when I put up there certain things about them, or when they say, like when she says how she reevaluates and she gets this feedback, like let's not gloss over the fact that you take the feedback and do something with it. Because a whole bunch of companies ask me for my doggone opinion at the end of a conversation or end of my visit and don't ever do jack. Nothing, nada.
Man, look, everybody's got those. You ever see them little surveys? Well, if you'd like to take a survey after this call, press one.
Yeah,
Okay, what do they do with those surveys? Because evidently they're not looking at my surveys. Okay, it's obvious they're not looking at my surveys. You
right.
know, but I
So
was on the hour. I was on the hold for an hour and 15 minutes just for y'all to tell me y'all can't fix my stuff. I never got a word back from that survey.
she said I was high five in the air, y'all. I know, I know, I know. Look, this is what I'm saying that there are so many different types of coaches out here, life coaches, people who inspire mentors and such. So if that's what you aspire to be, don't think everybody's a coach, everybody's a mentor. Well, baby, everybody needs a different type. Okay. Somebody needs your type. You're going to bring a different flavor to what's going on. And they
Coaching
may
is like preaching. Coaching is like preaching. Okay, everybody trying to give you the message,
I'm nervous.
and you got 400 churches out here, and then you finally figure that you're gonna settle on this one. Well, why? Because evidently they had something for you that the other churches did. Don't be nervous. See, you sitting there like got seatbelt on, helmet on. You don't know what I'm getting ready. Lord, I hope you don't take this corner on two wheels. No, I'm being very serious.
Yeah, I know. A lot of
Okay.
times you're serious and I'm nervous with my finger on the button.
See,
A lot of
see,
times. Yes, yes, yes. And as it's scrolling past, yes, new sponsor opportunities are available. So if you're someone who enjoys this show and would like to see this show continue, please, please, please get in touch with us uh, and talk with me in reference to sponsorship. Remember, we're scrolling up to over 150 countries, and those views are there, and the listeners are there. So we would love to have your name appear, your product, and everything. As you can see, as we speak of product, I'm still burning. I'm still burning my first class candle, my pure bliss.
man, please. I look. Them candles are not no joke, and especially when you know how to take care of the wick.
Still burning. And you know how to take care of the wick because Miss Michelle, she has videos that teach you how. Because this was a sister that thought that you just burn the candle.
Right.
I'm 51 years old, and nobody ever taught me how to maintain a candle. And even though you spend a lot of money for some of these, and nobody ever taught me any maintain. What are you talking about? And I watched that video. I was like, oh my gosh.
You
I,
have to maintain the candle.
yeah, or you should
Uh,
maintaining this candle, and hence it's still burning. And there's about that much wax in it,
hmm
and
hmm
it's still burning.
Still burning.
Because she taught me, not me, but everyone. I just listened, so I took it personal for me how to trim the wick back and what to do in there and everything. Yeah, so Carmel said, yes, I have thought about it too. The world ain't ready for me. Yeah, they are, Carmel.
Yeah, they're
Some
ready for you. Somebody
somebody
ready for you.
somebody is. She said by trimming the wick. Yes, and it's other stuff that she had in there too to do. I just cannot remember, so I don't want to say false statements under her direction. But she does have a video. Go to her Instagram, First Class Candles. Go to First Class Candles, and I'm sure you can find a video on there. And make sure you let her know that Moni and or Chris at Going Down on the Mic podcast referred you. So I saw her burning that candle forever and a day back there, and it looks empty, but that flame is still bumping. Flame is still. Hold on, let me turn the light down. Look at that. Turn the light completely off. Look at that. Look at that. That flame is still nice.
It's still nice.
And I'm telling you, there's hardly anything in there. I have never maintained a candle that long. She definitely taught me something. So it isn't just purchasing a candle. It isn't just purchasing a candle. You're purchasing, you know, a concierge because it's first class candles.
Concierge cancel. Especially when they call you up talk about go check your front door.
I
And
want to see your
then you
candles
find out that the candles are there.
Yeah, I want to find out why your candle's not burning in the background.
Because I got all this live equipment behind me
Mm-hmm.
over that shoulder there. See,
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. Candle should be burning someplace.
It is
But
burning. It's burning in the other room. It's not
first
burning
class, see
in the
Instagram.
lab.
As candles, see Instagram. Yes, that's what you should do. And again, thank you to WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Thank you to all of our listeners and viewers out there. And understand that you will see the replay. You will catch the replay of this on Monday, and it'll only be replaying on WUBI Radio. Okay, you'll catch that replay on WUBI Radio. So you will need to log in there, either on your web browser, your phone browser, get the free app for all you Apple users. I mean, you Android users too. They have it for you guys too in the Google Store. But in your Apple Store, your Google Store, you can get the free app for WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Or you can just go to the browser. You go to the browser and then you can listen to it there. But that's where the replay will be found. I will not be putting it anyplace else. We want you to listen to the quality of that radio station, baby. We want you to listen to that and get blown away because we are BMI and ASCAP licensed. And so if you have music that you want to send in, especially if you got your music copywritten and licensed and already registered, do you understand that you could be making money every time we played it? Do they know that, Chris? Do they really get
Evidently now.
that? Do they get that? I'm not trying to tell Anthony business. I'm not trying to tell Mr. Fraser business, but he's very pleased with his music playing on our show.
At
Very,
least 2 times a night. Every Wednesday.
and Monday.
Oh, and Monday.
And
That's
then
right. That's why you get paid for the replays. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Every time it plays on the radio with us, yes, absolutely, because it's BMI and ASCAP license, the radio station. Yeah, this is a real radio station, guys. So, if you are,
Don't say it like it's real casual. Say it. This is a real radio station.
say it with your chest.
Right.
Oh,
It's a real radio station. You know, WUBI Ubiquity Radio. That's what you have to do.
what, sir? You got the voice. You say it. Damn it.
WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Tune in, relax, enjoy yourself. Okay, I said it.
All right, there you go. There you go. But yes, we want you to definitely check out the radio station and give it a listen during all the hours. And it's not just talk, it's not just radio, it's all of those things, plus TV. So there are times when you can see us on there. If you understand what I'm saying, you can also see us on there and actually chat. So my husband puts a lot of work into that radio station, a lot. And he's very hard on me. He actually just threatened to kick me off. He's like, if you don't get that sound together, if you don't get that sound together.
Well,
So
I'd like to put in my application now to go to WUBI Ubiquity Radio because evidently they don't have sound issues. So maybe if I can go over there, people would understand the level of my voice talents
I'm not
because
that.
I don't get a chance to use them over here.
I don't. Okay. You can go over there.
Ooh, I can go over there.
You can go
Okay.
over yonder. Go over yonder.
Yonder, right?
Yonder.
Yonder. Woo.
With them over there.
With them there, folks.
Thoughts. You can go
With
over
them
there.
there.
So you can go over there with them thoughts over there. Yes. Don't threaten me with a good time.
No, never that.
Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing but a click of a button, brother.
Oh yeah, I know. You've done that before. Matter
So,
of fact, last time you did it, it went something like this.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Or, it'll click over. However else, what? Let me go solo. Or to go like that or something,
That's bad. That's sad. See, you look real strange. Your whole big picture up there, my voice in the background.
Right. Because I didn't really kick you out. I just went
Right,
solo.
just went solo on the screen. Where that go, Moni, help.
I know you hear that, Carmel, throwing threats around, throwing his way. He get real out of pocket sometimes because we haven't been having our meetings like after the show and whatever, and I haven't been threatening him and I haven't been mean to him. I've been real nice, and so
And
then
you know what? I have to tell you that after show silence is working wonderful for me.
he's
Look,
really
look. As long as this is the side that grows when she's not yelling at me. This is the side that grows when she is yelling at me. Do you see a color difference? I mean, I'm just saying. I need you to see that.
well, I need to get working on that other side. I need to get working on that other side. I've been down too long, too busy doing other stuff. I need to concentrate and have you work on that other side. Get that matched up right quick. Work on that. So we need to start these after show conversations.
No, because see, this was all black before we started those after show meetings.
Yeah, but I need to get that other side over there. I got to get that
Oh,
gray.
you gotta get this side.
No,
Oh, you gotta get this side
that side.
to look like this side.
That's right.
No, we ain't going for that. No.
That's right.
I'm good.
I'm not.
No, I'm good.
Not as you brought it to my attention because I am. You're gonna get that. get a nice symmetry going. Say, oh my, y'all are too much for me. No, that's
No,
all.
no, no.
You want to throw some weight around? Let's get at it. Where my bell at?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Bell at? Want to go
Mm-mm.
over there? Okay, you can go and go over there.
Wow. See,
You want to go over there, Chris?
don't go away.
Oh, now it's where? Do I want to go
No,
where?
look. I'm asking before I say yes or no.
You want to go over there with them?
With them who?
Where'd you say you wanted to go? That you were going to go, Chris?
WUBI, Ubiquity
You want to
Radio.
go over there?
I
'Cause
think
you,
they'd accept me.
yes, they
I don't
would.
think I'd get as much love over there.
Do you want to go?
I wouldn't mind going to visit.
No, no, no. We don't do visits. You want to
You got
go?
to look at no. See, you got to look at the
Mm-mm.
no. The court order says
Uh-uh.
that y'all got to share me.
I don't do court orders. We don't do laws around here in the hood.
I get to go over there every other weekend.
Ooh, mm-mm. Let me let you know. Ask my kids. When I packs them bags, they's packed.
Oh no, I know they packed. Okay, I ain't seen them brothers since they were 4 years old. Yeah, they bags be packed.
And they know how to leave. When they left home and was done, they said they just left everything. They said,
Yeah,
"We
they
just
just do. You said leave, and then the next week you talking about this boy didn't clean up his room before he left.
and this is true to life. Y'all know when my sons decided to go back to Indiana, they just got on the plane to visit, and then they was like, "Mom, we're not coming back." One of the totally different time, just left everything. Just you'll deal with it, Mom. So no, ain't no visits. Mm-mm. Nope. So you'd like to go over there? Is that what I heard?
Let me think about that.
Mm.
I'll get back to you next Wednesday.
Okay. That's what I thought. All right, guys. Look, it has been another great one. But here's what I want to do before we leave. Also, what I want to do before we leave. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Where'd I
Uh
put it?
oh.
You
Uh
nervous?
oh.
Are you nervous now?
I stay nervous. When
You
you start looking for stuff, it's like, okay, here we go.
want to say happy birthday to our girl Latoya. Today is her actual birthday. Today is, and she is over there in Dubai doing her thing. She called me, was it 5 in the morning here? I don't even know. It was not, whatever, but it's my girl's birthday. Happy birthday to you from the
Wait,
show.
you talking about that toy?
Oh, I said Latoya, not La.
Oh, toy. Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, it's her birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you from all of us. And then we want to say, get well soon, Sally. We love you and miss you.
Please get well. Yes.
We want to say that to you. Now we go into La. We want to say congratulations, La, on finishing your program and you can graduate next month. Woo, woo, woo to you. It seemed like it was just a couple months ago you
Couple of
started.
months. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does not feel like it was that long. You knocked that out for all of you all that don't know. She went and she did a whole construction program. This girl can build a whole house, electrical, plumbing, everything. She got her, I don't know if it's license or whatever, and it's definitely certification, but she can do it all now. Love me some love. I also want to say congratulations to Cam Cam. That's Toy's son. He graduates Friday from what is it? Grand Canyon GCU. Congratulations to you too. And yes, and congratulations to everybody that's graduating, but definitely congratulations to all of them. Happy birthday to Latoya and get well soon, Sally, because we miss you. We want you back. We want you back. We want you well. And then we want you back. We want you well and then want you back. Okay. So make sure that they are taking care of you. All right, guys. You have something that you need to say. Look, I didn't even have to flash no lights on you today. Look at God.
No, 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 not at all. As always, I have to end my portion of the show by saying thank you to the lady that empowers me every week, every day, every moment. My wife, Ellen. Uh, we've been through some trials and tribulations, and we're still here together. So, there was a time there where my stuff spent a lot of time in a hefty garbage bag by the front door, but I've actually made it to where I have a dresser drawer now, so I'm good.
I'm coming
So
on up.
yeah, I'm getting better. But I'd love to really, really say thank you, Ellen, for staying by me for all these years and making my home a comfortable home. Thank you. I love you.
Okay, I want to put this on over here. I want to definitely tell you about who's coming on next week also, really quickly, show you. And Jeanette. I will show you her. And Jeanette. Sister Love 1 is her Instagram. She will be with us next week. And it will be May next week. Can you believe it? Good God, it'll be Christmas and tax time again. So this sister will be with us next week. And
Pump the brakes. Christmas and tax time again.
Yeah.
Did you miss tax time this time?
No, that's just how I think.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Wanted to put that get you caught up as quickly as possible on that one.
That's how I think. She will be with us next week on some mental health stuff that will blow your mind. Okay, blow your mind. You think, for one, you think I'm funny. Man, this is on the phone today, and I'm sure my neighbors thought that I had D.L. Hughley and whoever else you think is the funniest over here. They had to have. They had to. About that's what I was watching, or they was over here. The laughter was so hard. So that's who will be here next week, darlings. So make sure you do tune in. Make sure you go follow, and then make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube page. Please make sure you get that on in there. All right. Make sure you do. Oh, she said, oh, that's beautiful, Chris. Yes, he does it every time. He does. He does. He has to make sure he still got some underwear in the drawer. He's trying to work his way to the full closet now. Maybe by the end of the
No. We've been together almost 40 years. There will never be a full closet. No. Look, we've gotten bigger houses, and the bigger the house, the smaller my closet gets. So no, we're not even.
As it should be.
I may take y'all on a tour of my closet next week. It won't take long.
Lord have mercy. Well, look, guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again. WUBI Ubiquity Radio. And don't forget that the replay for this will be on Monday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You will catch it on WUBI.live or either on the app, the free app that you can go get either on your Google Store or the Apple Store. Check it out. All right. Love all you guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you catching it. Make sure you share this. Yes, definitely subscribe. We want to get that YouTube page up. We want to get that Facebook page up. We want to get all those pages up. But make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow everyone that you're seeing here today. Make sure you go support the guests that were here. Make sure you support us. And that's about it. We're going to take you out like we brought you in with our boy Anthony Frazier. So make sure you go support him because he's got plenty of good music out there that's playing on all the platforms.
All the platforms, yeah.
All the platforms. I know we play vibration because that's just what we about. But honey, go check him out. He's got plenty of it out there. And then soon, if you're here locally for the state fair, I'm sure he'll be back out there. He's always performing someplace, honey, live. You'll be able to catch him. But we are out of here, and we will catch you again next week. Peace.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibration.